Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Sarah and you have found my Flosstube channel. I go by Lady Lugana here on Flosstube and on YouTube and Sarah Van Y on Instagram. So welcome. You are all very welcome here. This is a channel about cross stitch and kind of related crafting hobbies. If you are first-time visitors, thank you for joining me. And if you are return friends, I look forward to spending some time with you today. So I have a lot to share with you. I actually took notes, so yay. I have a finish, a start and a finish. I have some whips. I have a new starts. Mike and my husband and I, we went to Maine for a holiday in June, and we visited Bar Harbor, but we also took a day trip up to Bangor and were able to explore Bangor a little bit. And there's a cross stitch store there that I will share about and chat with you guys about. I found some fascinating finds while I was thrifting, which I will share. I'm very excited to share those with you. I have a giveaway and I have some plans and haul and things of that nature. So the first thing I will share with you is a start and finish. So if you followed me in the past, you know last time I was on, it's been about 5 or 6 weeks actually. With my last video, I mentioned I was going to start a pattern for my husband. And my husband likes cowboys. And I got a lot of fun feedback about him being in the background, making comment, particularly about him being a cowboy. So henceforth, forevermore, he's going to be known as the Flossy Cowboy on my channel.
Self-declared the Flossy
Yes,
Cowboy.
as I don't know if you heard him, he said the self-declared, or no, he's self-declared he is the Flossy Cowboy. Oh gosh.
Howdy, y'all.
Oh my gosh. So he's just hanging out here, giggling. Actually, he's gonna go work in the other room. He's making progress on our house, and allowing me to film without helping at the moment. So this is the start and finish. It is A Visit from Spot by Kathy Barrick. There we go. And I stitched this small one for him to start with. This is stitched, or it is charted in MPI silk. And I stitched it using the called for MPI silk 2/2 on 36 count Ale by Picture This Plus. And this is my small finish. It's so cute. It's so tiny. I'm very pleased with it. Woo! And there he goes. So this is Spot. I stitched him with the called for colors with the exception of this crown. And within this bird, it called for the colors that were in Spot himself. And I selected one of the lighter colored MPI silks, which I don't recall right off the top of my head which one it was, but it's called for in the bigger pattern. And so I thought it would show up a little bit better on this darker fabric. And so that is Spot. And more to come on Spot when I get to my acquisitions haul plans, because there is another similar Spot piece. I think this one looks a little more feminine, so this will be the girl, and then there's a little more of a masculine looking one, and I will probably stitch that one next. So that is my start and finish. So let me see, this is always the trick, isn't it, is finding where to put, oh, and I should start with actually my book of days. So I always forget, this is May. I don't think I ever showed you the pop-up stickers. They're puffy. But I always forget to show this. This is June, and I did really good getting stitches done in June. So as you can see, this last week, not so good. I think I had a 65-hour work week that week in response to the fact that I took a holiday. And then here's July so far. And I have been enjoying seeing everybody's like mid-year whip parades. If you haven't been watching, Justin Marie does stuff, put it was an epic proportion, like whip parade up. They all make such lovely progress. And so I've been enjoying watching those. But I do not get as much done as a lot of other people. So it's okay. I get what I can and I enjoy the process of doing it. So let's see. Next is whips. So the next thing I have is a whip. Which one is it? Oh, yes. So this one you are all familiar with. You're all probably going to be tired of it by the time we're done, which will probably be 12 years from now. This is Empress Eugene. And let me find where I was last. Empress Eugenie, Surrounded by Ladies. This is a pattern that is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. The original artwork is by Franz Xavier Winterhalter. And when last you saw it, it looked like this. I had found a lady's head, which is always exciting. When it is done, it should look like this, which is lovely and stunning. My goodness, it's beautiful. So I put another, I don't know how much I've actually put in, but I got quite a bit done. And this is where it is now. Ooh, it's so pretty. So I carried this, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. I carried the 5th page down a little bit, but then I got tired because it's all these dark shades. So I started working over on the 6th page here and carried her head down so that she has a chin now. And then that was confetti. And so I was like, so I moved up to the top, which are dark shades, but not quite as dark as the page down here. And I'm stitching this, I stitch all my full coverage 1/1 on 28 count, which is my comfort zone there. Oh man, it's so pretty. She looks like a painting. It's so cool. And so that is my progress on Empress Eugenie. Let's see. It's so pretty. Where is a safe place to put all these? Let's put this here. So next is another full coverage piece. This is a piece I am working on with Samantha, the Huga Stitcher, and Erica, Fibers and Floss Canada. So they are hosting a Year of the Dragon sale in honor of the Chinese New Year. We are in the Year of the Dragon. They started in February, and they're putting out videos every month. If you have not seen them, fantastic. You should go check them out. I had originally planned to do a different pattern for this, but then my sweet husband, I should say the Flossy Cowboy, pretty emphatically requested that I do a different project, and it is called Dragon's Last Fight. It is another full coverage piece, won't be done probably for 15 years, and it will look like this. It's a Heaven and Earth design. It does not have the artist listed, but when finished, should resemble this. Ooh, sorry guys, topsy-turvy there. Should resemble this. And I'm working on this corner here up in this tree. When last you saw it, let's see if I have a picture. Maybe. I just downloaded all my pictures onto my iPad now, so there's like 10 times as many as there were. Well, I will have to find it a little later. But in the interim, this is where it stands. So I think I've got another, I think I got like this middle bit done here. And so still working in the tree line. I think by the end of page 1, or maybe the one next to it, page 2, it gets into the knight's head. And so my goal, I hope, all these dark colors, I hope to have page 1 done maybe within the next 2 months. And so each page is, for a heaven and earth design, is about 7,000 or 7,500 stitches, around there. So on Empress Eugenie, I'm at 11% done, which is approximately 37,000 stitches. And on this one, I am at 0.9% done, which is just over 3,000 stitches. So I'm 37, oh, this is actually 38,000 pages, or 38,000 stitches per page. 78,000 stitches per page. And I'm 37.8% done with this first page. So that is A Year of the Dragon's Last Fight, which looks like nothing right now. But fun nonetheless. Let's see, I'll put this back here. Okay. The next one is also a piece I'm working on with Erica and Samantha. This is our round robin piece. So instead of selecting a piece that we were all going to stitch simultaneously, with each of us having a piece dedicated in the pattern, we selected, for various reasons, a pattern that we had started and that we wanted to make progress on. And so for various reasons, including opportunity to do different types of stitching, things that would make a pattern, like things that people want to work on. For example, Samantha is sent out her Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. And so many people want to stitch that, and so many people want to experience that. So she sent that one out. And then I sent out one that my mother gifted me. It was the very first project I ever started, true project. And I thought that there would be added sentimentality in knowing that my friends added their work to it as well. And so Erica sent me, so let's see here. Words, they elude me today. Samantha sent hers to Erica. Erica sent hers to me, and I sent mine to Samantha, and then we're going to switch. And so Erica sent Kringles, and this is a pattern by Little House Needleworks. It's lovely. I love this pattern. It's in my collection, but I had not started it yet. Now this makes me want to start it. And she is stitching this on 30 count Parisian gray linen, the called for. And it is 2/2. And when last you saw it from me, here we go. Oh wait, no. This is what it looked like. So I had started the building down here and carried the black all the way over, done the garland, and started that second room. And this go round, I have carried the brickwork all the way across the top, finished the room except for a tree, and I do have a couple stitches I need to pop in the pots here. And the plan, isn't that beautiful? Just so good. Look at all her beautiful stitching. It's lovely. Can't see if I'm showing you guys anything. There we go. And so the plan, within the next week, I think I'm going to carry all the brickwork down, carry this all the way across, finish this tree, and then pop it in the mail to send off to Samantha by August 1st at the latest. So you may not see this in my next video because it may be in the mail already. Moving on to the next person, but isn't that lovely? It's just so beautiful. So that is Progress on Kringles by Little House Needleworks. And it's been fun because I've been getting a little Christmas in July. with this particular pattern, and the next one, which I will show you. The next one is actually a travel piece, also Christmas in July. It is a candy cane Santa. It is a collaboration Jim Shore Mill Hill kit. And I forgot my board. I don't have a before picture, but this is where he stands now with his little creepy face. I feel like once the beads are in, it's gonna look better. But right now, I think he looks just a touch creepy. I'm like, look at the eyeballs. Look at those little eyeballs. They're a little on the creepy side. That's okay. He's gonna be cute in the end. And so, oh, look how cool it is back here. The distance makes a difference for making all the stitches look perfect. But this is where he is now. And yeah, he's my small project for now. I think once I finish him, we'll start another small. All right, what's next? Let's see. Oh, yes. So next is some 4th of July stitching. And this is not necessarily in order of what I worked on, just kind of a conglomeration. The next piece is a new start. It's called Salute to Abigail. It's a black bird design. This is what it looks like. And it is in the Sweet Land of Liberty book, which is, if you do not own this book, I highly recommend this book. Lala D. Stitches is also working on this piece. I think she kitted it up at Shepherd's Bush. This is the book itself. Sweet Land of Liberty. And it has all of these patterns in it. And they are beautiful patterns. I highly recommend this book. So I am stitching this with the called for silken thread. Is that what they're called for? What they're called? Silken colors, not silken thread. Silken colors floss. I'm stitching it 2/2 on 36 count platinum Zweigart linen. And this is where I am. So this is over 1,000 stitches. I thought I made pretty good progress, actually. And this border is surprisingly fun to stitch because you start, this is one color of the vine, but then the vine, you change the color out. And then these are so fun to work with. There's only 4 of them. And they're beautiful. Look at this. Just absolutely stunning. Wow. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. My goodness. And I realize I haven't been showing my project bags, but this is living in a project portfolio that Erica made me from Fibers and Floss Canada. Ready for some Velcro here. So you can put 2 projects in it, and then you can slide your pattern back in the pocket. I love these. I have 2 of them. Like, I love these. So that is a Salute to Abigail, which is a blackbird design in the Land of Liberty book. I think that's what it's called. I just put it away. So I'm hopeful to get more progress on this coming up in the next couple weeks. So that is that one. Next are new starts, 2 of which were I'm ready for fall. I'm craving energy, fall energy, autumn energy. And then the final one is going to be a segue into our trip and all the adventures and things that we found on the trip. So this first one, oh my goodness. If you have not seen it, I'm sure you have at this point. This was in complete like impulse. the Artsy Housewife, her Patreon, she put out a pattern called Within a Dream. Beep, beep, beep. Let me show it to you. It is such a cool pattern. All the Halloween vibes right there. So this is Within a Dream on her Patreon. Oh, look at that. So cool. And Roxy Floss Co. has done a conversion for this pattern with all, obviously, Roxy Floss Co. floss. And these are the colors. Look at these colors. They're just stunning. There we go. Look at that. I really like this one. Look at that. It's just beautiful. All of these colors are just beautiful. I can't get over it. And I'm stitching this on a Roxy Floss Co. Linen, 36 count, 2/2. It is called Biscuit. And this is where I am. I got the square done here. It's just so satisfying to stitch. Not very much progress. I worked on it for, I think, a day and a half. But it's very beautiful. And I want to get back to it badly. This is my needle minder, Elm Street needle minder from Autumn Lane Stitchery. And I love this palette on this fabric. This fabric is really fun to work with. I kind of want to buy a whole yard of it now because it's just this beautiful warm neutral. I feel like it's like super warm. It does make you think of a biscuit. Samplers would be beautiful on this, I think, as well. And this is living in a very apropos bag by the Little Boat 88. It has ravens on it. And then inside, the ravens here. So I really like this particular pattern as well, and I can't wait to get more progress on it this autumn. So that is another new start. This is a new start. It is also part of my giveaway. So let's transition in. Let me show it to you first. This pattern was inspired for multiple reasons. The recognition that this community is so wonderful, and that we are building friendships through Flosstube and making connections over an art and a hobby that we all love. And so I saw this. It's called Harvest Friendship. It is by Teresa Kogut, and it is in her Harvest Friendship book. It has 3 designs in it. And it reads, "Friendship grows from the seeds planted. The harvest is a kindred spirit." And I thought that was so apropos for our stitching community, because all of us are kindred spirits. And many of our friendships are growing from our mutual love of this craft. And so this was started in a sentimental moment. And I love autumn. And I also love this folk artsy design. I love the colors. I love everything about this piece. And so this is what I've been working on most recently. It is stitched with the called for colors, which are DMC. There is 1 week's dye work called for. It's called Indian Summer. And that's what this looks like. And I'm stitching it 2/2 on 36 count Ren by Picture This Plus. And so I started smack in the middle. My pumpkin girl there. And it's just so satisfying to stitch on. excuse me. And so all these, they're autumnal colors. Like they're Halloween colors, but they're not Halloween colors. They're more autumnal. They're more warm, less spooky. I don't know how to explain it. There's no black that I can see called for in the pattern. It's shades of grays and oranges and browns and burgundies as opposed to purples, blacks, bright oranges, greens. And so I love this. Especially 36 count, 2/2, which is now my new kind of, I like 1/1 on 46, 2/2 on 36, or 2/2 on 32 for fancy ladies. But I love this piece. And it's going to go back on the Q-snap after this. And so as part of this community and in a way to give back, a small way to give back, sorry guys. Oh, and I'm turning on and off my light. I have a small giveaway. It is a copy of this book with the various patterns in it. It has 3 patterns. One's this lovely biscornu here. One's the one I just showed you, and one is a drum. I don't want to show you the pattern though. The drum. And with it, because in spooky season, in honor of the upcoming spooky season as well, is a cute needle minder by the Bewitched Stitchery. It is a Harry Potter reference for those of you who've read Harry Potter. It's "My dear, you have the Grim," and it's the little Grim. It's so cute. So if you are interested in stitching any of these patterns and winning this, I think the code word should actually be kindred. Kindred. So please be over 18 so I can obviously ask for address, etc. Use kindred in the sentence or in a comment, and I will select a winner for my next floss tube and then get it out so that you have it in time to stitch in September and October during the autumn season. So that is the giveaway. And my last, oh no, it's not my last whip. It's my second to last whip. And it's living in this lovely bag by Jasmine Custom Bags, which I think this is actually Teresa Kogut fabric, I think, which seems apropos. So I will stick that back in here. It's got this beautiful, like, gingham. I just love her bags. Anyway, next, last new start, last kind of whip of the update here, my brain just stopped, is also a segue into our adventures. So how to go about this? So in Bangor, Maine, there is a needle workshop. It's called The Crafty Grimalkin. It's so cool. So you may have seen this store. It was originally an Etsy store. Well, I should say it was an Etsy store first. But then it she opened a store actually in January of this past year, a brick and mortar. And it was so much fun to see. And I'm trying to find, here we go. Because so this is the Crafty Grimalkin. Do you see the cat? So Grimalkin stands for a she cat. Let's see. And look at this floss wall. Oh my gosh. Isn't it gorgeous? I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I want to buy all the things. She has some beautiful, she just put, I don't know if you can see, she had just put this Mirabilia finish up. The models are stunning. She's working on filling up the models. This is a store owned by Teresa Johnston. Like I said, she started off, and she's in this picture, and I did get permission from her to show these, her included. There we go. Look at these models. Aren't they lovely? So she started off on Etsy to begin with. And so you guys may already be familiar with her. And I love her 4th of July table. It's just so perfect. So the Crafty Grimalkin, we stopped there and I spent some money. And I started a project that reminded me of Maine, that was kind of a memorial to our time in Bangor. And Mike loved Bangor, but Bar Harbor. And Mike loved Bar Harbor area so much that he's actually considering a Maine house at some point. But I started this piece and it was entirely kitted up in her craft store, in her store with her fabric. I bought all the floss there. And it's called Home is Where You Drop Your Anchor. This is a chart that is designed by Finally a Farm Girl. Doesn't that just scream New England coast? I love it. It's like summer, quintessential New England coast. But not only New England coast, it's like Maine coast. Because look at the whales and the lighthouses, and it's just perfect. It's perfect. And so I'm stitching this on, I stitched this while I was there for a couple of nights, on a piece of fabric. It is by Atomic Ranch. It is called Eucalyptus. And I think it's, let me look. 32 count eucalyptus. This is it's not the whole floss ring, but this is some of the non-DMC colors. Aren't they just pretty? They're just so summery and fresh and lovely. And this is where I am. Just a little tiny start in the middle there. But isn't this beautiful fabric? Ooh, and look at this cute, the crafty Grimalkin needle minder. You can see my needles popping through because I just turned it. Look at those stitches. This is a beautiful over-dyed, all of these beautiful over-dyed flosses. It's just going to be so pretty. So if you have not visited her online store, she does ship out to other places. Right below that boat. The boat is going to go right at the top. See the little tiny fish in there. And she carries fabric that I've never used. So I've never used Atomic Ranch, and I love it. I will be buying more from her when the time comes. And it's so perfect. And then this is living in a project bag. I'm making a mess, guys. This is Just Crossing Stitches. And it's quilted. This is a lovely bag. It's quilted in the inside. And so that is in honor of my trip to Maine summary start. So let me show you some of the other haul I got from her store. Sorry, my nose is itching. Notorious itchy nose for cross stitch or floss tube. Her fun bags. Look at this. The Crafty Grimalkin. It's so fun. And I did kit up another, let me show you the patterns first. I found this lovely piece of espresso 36 count fiber on a whim in the color espresso. I thought this would look good with to put samplers on, like a bright colored sampler, maybe like the floral motif. And let's see, the floral motif is actually, let me show you. I got a few things. So if this is not if you're not into haul, Be warned, we are now moving into a haul section. So these are some of the patterns I got. This one is called Susan Crowther's 1853 sampler, a From the Heart reproduction. I thought this was just beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then, of course, Village at Hawk Run Hollow, which I did not have. I love this piece. This makes me think of where I live, actually. And then I did, what's the word? Kit up a small Halloween piece as well. Because I saw the model stitch and was immediately enamored. It's just cute. It's Halloween Town by Madame Chantilly. On this lovely piece of, I believe it's called cobblestone. Yep, dark cobblestone. Let's see if I can do this, guys. Whew. It's gonna look good with those colors on it. So we'll see if this will be a start. This is not a planned start anytime soon, but I think it would be a quick finish. It's just so cute. With the little witches at the top, look at them. So cute. And then I got these two at her store as well from a local designer. And we went and saw the Bass Harbor Lighthouse. We have some fun pictures from there. And then the bird of Maine, the state bird. So these are both by Seguin Designs, a local designer. So that is what I bought at the Crafty Grimalkin. And let's see, I have a couple more patterns, but I think those will segue into plans. But first I have to tell you, this video is getting a little long, but I have to tell you, I found the most remarkable thing at a thrift store, antique shop in Bangor, Maine, completely unexpectedly. It is a sampler. It is original. It was stitched in 1806. In fact, I have the information on the stitcher. It was stitched by a woman, she was 10 years old at the time, called Eliza Wilhelmina Whitmore Edmonds. That's her married name. She was formerly Whitmore. She was born in 1796 and died in 1852. She was born in Charleston, Boston, and her dad was a captain, Captain Joseph Whitmore. She married a captain, and they had 4 children, one of which served in the Civil War, and they're buried in the Old Cambridge Burial Grounds in Massachusetts. So she stitched this piece in memoriam of her sister, who was born in 1794 and died in 1795. And she was born in 1796, a year later. So I have to stand up so I can show this to you because it's huge. It's glorious. I can't believe we found something like this. Look at this. I'm sorry, the reflection is going to be in there because I don't know how to get it out. Wow, there we go. Look at this. It's absolutely stunning. You guys can see the whole ring light. I'm sorry. There we go. It's incredible. It's in great condition. It came framed already. See if I can stand up. Oh. There we go. Look at the top, the alphabet. The middle has her sister's initial. It's an urn in honor of her. And I love these vases of flowers, these baskets of flowers. One of them you can see the whole urn and the inside of the basket is stitched 1 over 1. And I'm guessing this is maybe a 32 count, just looking at it. But you can see where she got tired of doing that with the other basket because she started adding straight stitches, like satin stitches, instead of doing it 1 over 1. And the colors, she has greens and blues and creams. Green, cream, green, blah, blah, blah. Green, cream, blue, and oranges. And I cannot, part of the verse is missing. Let me see if I can. Upon the death of an infant, arriving sweet babe, farewell, a long adieu. No more with pleasure shall we look on you. Not to call her back to life again. And it has her full name in it as well. So I knew you guys would appreciate this find. It's stunning. I think it's the most amazing reproduction sample that I have found to date. And I have been collecting some of them. And we just happened upon this one in a thrift store, like just hanging there in such excellent condition and local to this area. So, yes, so exciting. So let me share with you the rest of my haul and then the plans, and then I'll be done. All right. So plans, in part, if you have not seen Olivia Beats' Hillside Rookery store, you should check it out because it's amazing. She sent me this cute little card with my purchase. It's amazing. She does an excellent job kitting things up with the silks that you need. And so I made a couple of purchases from her that are going to be plans moving forward. The first one is Riley Harbor. If you guys have not seen this one, this was also inspired by my time in Maine. Emily C. is also stitching this one. It's beautiful. Her work is beautiful. This is by Kathy Barrick. Well, let's see if I can find a picture of it. Here we go. This is, I think, someone's finished product, but that's Riley Harbor. And Olivia sells these adorable floss packs of all the MPIs you need. Look how cute this is. With the tag, labeling it, and then each one is given MPI. And they're sewn together or tied together with this cute little 673. It's just all the stuff you need right here. And I will be stitching this 1/1 on weeks 40 count parchment. And so this will be a new start coming up at some point. By the end of the year, I anticipate all of these to be kind of a couple stitches in them at least. And this is living in my other portfolio by Erica, which I love. Look at that, little mousies. Isn't that cute? Oh, so cute. And then next from Olivia, is it this bag? No, it's this bag. Living in this bag, these are Little Boat 88 bags, is A Quaker Dwelling by Kathy Barrick. And I saw her stitch this, and that was what inspired her finish on this, was an inspiration. And this is, I think, going to be my focus Quaker piece. Look how beautiful this is, this bag. And I'm going to stitch this with her. Look how cute this is. She puts them in a little bag. It's just adorable. With the called for silks. All the MPIs that she kitted up. Hillside Rookery. I love it. I love it, love it. And I'll be stitching that on something called Brick Powder. And it'll be 40 count. This is by XJU Design, or XJU Design. And it's kind of washing out a little bit. It's a pinkier, as it sounds, brick powder. But that's washing out just a touch. It's much pinker. Nope. See if I can put it against something white, if you guys can tell. There we go. That's more true to color. Lovely. So I'll be stitching this on that. And I'll be starting that soon. And then, what else did I get from her? Let me show you the other. And then this is, I got a pattern called Forgiveness by Exemplar Dames Design Company. And I just thought it was lovely. Look how beautiful that is. So, just lovely. And then a couple more starts that are planned. The Comfort Stitcher, if you have not seen her, is stitching this. It's called Bridget Power 1840. And as she notes, this picture, which is the original reproduction picture, does not do this project justice. So this is a stunning sampler full of Catholic Christian symbolism. My husband grew up Catholic and has been telling me about some of the different symbolism in it. But I will be stitching that on parchment as well. This is by Weeks Dye Work parchment again, with a Cult for DMC 2/2 136. And that is also in a little bow 88 bag. So we'll start that one eventually. And if you haven't seen the Comfort Stitcher, she's fantastic. You should check her out. And then, let's see, last but not least, I have these are planned for November. I will be starting this with Sherry from Share Bear Stitcher and Emily C. We are starting Blackbird. That is what it's called, right? Yeah, Blackbird, which is a Mirabilia pattern. So I have been kitting this up. This is in a Nicole's needlework bag. I like this size and style. It's lovely. And I will be stitching this with all the called for silks, etc. on 32 count Murky. I think the colors are gonna pop on this. Like, look at this. And this piece is inspired by Bronte's Wuthering Heights. And so Catherine, I feel like this is the perfect fabric to represent the moors of the moors where the book takes place. And then Catherine is going to just pop out on this fabric. So that is a November planned start. Ooh, making a mess. And then last but not least, my last November plan start, which is also with Emily and Sherry, is Blackbird's Design Feast of Friendship. And that's in a Simply Norel bag. I'm going to stitch that on 36 count Vintage Country Mocha with the called for colors. So just a little bit of plans moving forward. Yeah, a lot to share, lots of things that we're doing. I will try to remember to link everybody I mentioned below. And I hope you guys are having a great summer. I hope you guys are enjoying your fine weather. We're a little on the toasty side here, but I can't complain. So it was nice spending time with you guys today, and I will see you soon. Bye.